Alrighty, folks, what's going on? We're here with another reaction video, and we're going to be reacting to Stupid again. And I don't mean other people that I've reacted to that I think are morons. We have another moron that I reacted to on the last video. And this one is my harrowing encounter with the Valve Steam Deck cult rant. All I can say is, what's this about? Let's get into what Ding Ding here has to say, because it's probably just going to be as dumb as the last one.
How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Now, today's topic of conversation, little bit of a rant video, if you will. Again, we're talking about the Steam community, specifically the Steam Deck. So, about 2 days ago, I put out a video just addressing my concerns, my opinion, if you will, on the Steam Deck console, which was released earlier this year. And there seems to be a deep-rooted, toxic, vitriol cult surrounding this device. So I put out this video and I threw it out there. And the problem with my video, the problem with my video is no one's allowed to have an opinion, okay? Unless it fits the narrative of the Steam Deck cult, no one's allowed to have an opinion on the device, okay?
So first off, Ding Ding, by all means, have a fucking opinion about the goddamn device. However, have an informed opinion. The problem is, with your other video, the one that I reacted to last time or responded to, however you want to view those videos, is that you were talking out of your ass, which is attached to your face. I guess you're so full of stupid shit that you need another orifice to actually have it expel out of. So that's the problem. You're talking from a position of ignorance, lack of experience, research, etc. This is the same thing with like the misinformation thing. You're talking from being stupid, ignorant, willful ignorance at that, because the information's there. You're just not having an informed opinion. You can have an opinion, but you can also be ridiculed for having a stupid opinion, especially when it's an uninformed stupid opinion, which is what your last whole rant was. So let's just get that out of the way. By all means, if the deck's not for you, cool. There are areas to critique it. Obviously. I mentioned in the last video, I'm not a fan of the Apple style pricing on the storage upgrades. Not a fan. Battery life could be a ton better. And yeah, there's things you can do to make it better. But like the default, like just run the game experience for battery life could be better. There's stuff to critique, definitely. You just aren't critiquing it. You're just flat out, this is stupid. This is like when people call an IT help desk and go, this thing sucks. Well, care to extrapolate that? You didn't extrapolate anything. Your arguments were shallow at best, idiotic at, well, generically the most, and just uninformed. So if you got a problem with people calling you out on it and you get butthurt about it, welcome to the internet.
If you're not speaking highly about the device, then the cult comes out with pitchforks. If you go over to that video, there's, God, I don't know, there's got to be over 250 comments on that video. And I'm talking like novels, comments where you literally have to scroll down to read the whole comment. I'm not going to read these ridiculous, long-ass comments from these cult.
If you're not gonna engage in the comments, then you're doing yourself a disservice. See a different perspective. I know your head is cemented firmly up your ass, so it might be a little hard to kind of turn and maybe see a little different perspective. So, you know, there is that. But by all means, I engage in comments. The only ones you tend to engage in, though, are the ones that are, well, ones that stroke your ego.
cult members that swarmed my video just to, you know, protest how good this device is and how wrong I am. You know, oh, that Canadian gamer, how dare he have an opinion? How dare he speak down on our device? Ah! Absolutely ridiculous, you know? I got people in the comments that were straight up arguing with me. And they're like, what are you talking about? It doesn't come installed with Windows. Yes, it does. Oh, you can install Windows right out of the box. Sure you can. Sure you can.
Yes, the user can, but that's their choice. Again, ignorance. No, it does not ship with Windows. However, Windows 10 currently, when I refuse to use 11 because of the EULA, and that's a personal choice, is also available. Valve makes drivers for the particular product you are bitching about available. So, the onus is on the user to decide the experience that they want. And Valve makes that experience available to them, and they don't have to. Novel. Can I install Linux on an Xbox Series X and Microsoft give me a Linux distro? Fucking no. Can I install stuff on the PS4 as like Linux distros? Yeah, and hack a hell of a lot of it and do a lot of stupid stuff in order to make that plausible. Valve's just like, here's a Windows ISO, and you can pay the thing. We don't fucking care. That's the difference. Again, position of ignorance, and your ignorance is very, very willful.
It's absolute bullshit. You got to run over to your fucking laptop or your desktop and somehow download Windows from there and then import it onto your Steam Deck. You know, sure, maybe it'll take 15 minutes for someone who lives in their mom's basement and has nothing better to do with their time to fool around with shit like that. But for...
I'm gonna hope there's a thought here, but last time, you know, it seems like he pretty much cooked his brain, so I'm not expecting a whole lot of thought out of any of his arguments.
The rest of us out there, especially those who are between the ages, let's say 37 and 60, we don't have time to fuck around with shit like that, okay? We don't have time to fuck around with shit like that.
Tell that to all the technology enthusiasts who fall in between that age. You're speaking very broadly, and I emphasize very broadly, for that age group. You, homeboy, do not speak for an entire group. You speak for you, and that's fine. If that's not your shtick, totally get that. However, if you are speaking for that entire group, which you very obviously are, you're an idiot. If you said, I don't have time for that, okay, cool. You value your time in other areas. That's your prerogative. That's how you want to spend your time. I'm not going to argue that. That's your life. That's your time. But you're a moron, generically, for speaking for an entire lot of people.
And the thing is, too, is like, if you talk to anyone who's not a YouTuber or who's not involved in the gaming community, if you talk to just a regular old consumer on the street, newsflash, they don't know what the Steam Deck is, guys. No one's heard of it, okay? You guys...
Except for the 150 million people that log onto Steam and see it on the front page, plastered on the front page. Or that it's in the top selling things currently and trending and everything else on the Steam store. Yeah, well, we'll kind of, you know, discount that. But hey, you do you. Again, willful ignorance. Must be nice.
Cannot see the forest through the trees, okay? It's such a niche product. And you guys are stuck in this gaming community bubble, and you can't look at it from a 360-degree perspective to understand that this device is seriously flawed.
See my prior comments about how the device can be improved. There are flaws. Yes, totally get that. I admit there are flaws. However, you're also the same idiot who keeps pointing to the box behind you about how great that is until you download a 65 gig update for, say, the new Star Ocean game. Yeah. Might want to, definitely check your information a little more there. Ding-a-ling.
And like I said, heaven forbid I'd have an opinion. You know, I got people calling me a noob. I got people calling me an idiot. I got Relic Gamer saying that I'm dumb.
I called you a fucking moron and a fucking chode. Don't forget that.
Why? Because I have an opinion that is different from yours? Seriously. Oh my god.
No, they called you that thing and those things, and I called you those things specifically because it's an uninformed opinion. It's an idiotic opinion. It's like a flat earther. You can have the opinion, doesn't mean I'm not going to ridicule it when all the evidence points to the contrary of what you're stating. Believe what you want. To quote somebody who I'm not the biggest fan of, to quote Ben Shapiro, facts don't care about your feelings. And it doesn't matter which way that goes. So really, at the end of the day, the facts are what the facts are. So maybe the fact is that your opinion is idiotic. Your opinion makes you look like a moron. Your opinion makes you look like a chode. Your opinion makes it look like you have nothing but fucking air between your goddamn ears where your brain is supposed to be. And that is why people ragged on your opinion. Not that you had one. It's that it's an uninformed, idiotic opinion. Novel.
I didn't say anything that was necessarily wrong. I just said a few things that triggered you guys to get upset about it. Like I said, it's like this.
No comment on the about statement.
With other products as well, not necessarily the Steam Deck, but like just imagine. You have to go over and look at the comments to understand what I'm saying. Imagine somebody buys a Steam Deck, okay? And they're happy with what they purchased. They're a fanboy of the Steam Deck. Yet, they still feel compelled to somehow find my video.
I'm going to let this finish, but I already know, I have a distinct feeling of where this is going.
That's talking negatively about the device, watch my video, allegedly, and proceed to leave a gigantic comment defending their console.
Justification. Everybody does it. And just for future reference, if you tag shit as hashtag Steam Deck in the description, and if you also use it as a tag, it's going to show up in people's feeds. No. That's how fucking YouTube works and the algorithm works. Apparently somebody doesn't understand the algorithm.
It's like, if you love the device so much, number one, why are you still watching YouTube videos about the device? Isn't that something you do before you make the decision to purchase it?
You mean research, which obviously you didn't do when you actually, talked about it and like an idiot spewed an opinion of dumb shit, and the constant fluid of dumb shit that came out of the last video that I subjugated myself for like 41 minutes on. No. So I'm just saying, practice what you preach, bro. You definitely don't practice what you preach. Again, informed opinion. Have one. By all means. If a device isn't for you, cool. Just come to that realization after doing some, of your own actual research. Your research was, I would say, surface level at best.
So you've already purchased the device. It's all set up, and you're using it to your heart's content. But you're still completely obsessed with it to the point where you're watching every single YouTube video under the sun about the Steam Deck, positive and negative. and you're clicking on my video, even though you've already made up your mind that the Steam Deck can do no wrong, yet you've sought out my video, Little Old Canadian Gamer, and left a comment that's like a mile long. I hope you didn't type that out with your phone. Hopefully you used a fucking desktop or a laptop to type that out. And you proceed to put me on blast because I'm so wrong about what I said.
It's because you're factually wrong about certain elements of it. Again, have an opinion, but have an informed one. I know it's a novel concept. People can have an informed opinion, which makes something not for them, and that's okay. What you're getting put on blast for is having an idiotic, uninformed opinion. Again, I will repeat this constantly throughout this video, apparently. So, if you don't understand the algorithm, and people have priorly searched Steam Deck reviews, and you hashtag something as hashtag Steam Deck in the description, or if you put a tag for it, which you might not see this, but things like TubeBuddy and vidIQ allow you to see tags in a video, and you tag it with Steam Deck or Steam or Valve or anything that relates to it, it's probably going to pop up in people's feeds because they have a history of searching for prior things. It's funny how Google tries to tailor it. Novel. Apparently you've never understood SEO and all the other stuff.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like I said, nobody's allowed to have an opinion without being called wrong or dumb or an idiot or a noob. Oh my fucking God. But more to the point, these cultists within the community, it's absolutely ridiculous how they'll take a video and post it on a Discord group chat or in a Reddit forum, and they'll send their hate worshippers after said YouTuber, in this case myself. It's fucking pathetic, man. It's so sad.
So, as far as me, I don't actually have a Discord because I just don't need one. And any traffic that goes my way is just organic. If it shows up, cool. If it doesn't, cool. Whatever. I've been doing YouTube since 2008. I am very old school in my YouTube and the way I view it. If people want to post my shit, go ahead. I don't care. That's your prerogative. Comment, do what you do. Send people my way. Don't, whatever. Apparently, you don't understand that concept or really want any engagement. Because you talked about not wanting to engage with like these really long posts. I actually really like those really long posts because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you'll find things and perspectives that you might not have actually thought about. But that would require you to actually have a thought, and a coherent one, and an informed one. None of which are possible for you, apparently.
It's so sad. I got people leaving comments, getting into the technical nitty gritty, the nuances of the device, if you will, telling me all these things that I said wrong and getting into specs and how you can do certain things to the device. And no. Like I said, the average consumer doesn't even know the Steam Deck exists, okay? And a lot, not all, a lot of consumers that are my age and older, if we could actually go into the store to pick up a Steam Deck, okay, and bring it home, newsflash, a lot of us are busy. We have a life outside of video gaming and YouTube. No, we don't have time to fool around with the device and tinker with the device and install Windows through some backdoor method and, uninstall Linux and do this and do that. And no, we don't have time to fuck around with that. Oh my God.
If you, specifically you, because you can only speak for you, view that as a waste of time and not your element, cool. Device not for you. Totally get that. Totally okay with that. Again, have an informed opinion, which you don't have. I feel like a broken fucking record right now.
You guys that are like, between the ages of like 14 years old to 28, the younger generation, if you will, still lives at home and has all the time in the world to sit there and tinker around with your technology. You haven't really lived your life yet, okay?
So you claimed you're 37, bro. I'm older than you, and I still like to tinker around with my technology, quote unquote, and play video games. But I also work a full time job. I have a significant other, blah 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 blah. All the other stuff where it has time requirements. And trust me, I've lived life. So you're making assumptions. I guess that first part of the word assumption is very much a descriptor of you, an ass.
Once you actually get married, as an example, buy a house, have other responsibilities in your life, okay, you're quickly going to realize you're not going to be able to spend 3 hours a night tinkering around with your Raspberry Pi or your Steam Deck or anything for that matter. You're just going to want to be able to buy what it is that you want to buy, bring it home, and plug it into your fucking TV. That's why so many people love video game consoles, because you just plug it into your TV and it's ready to go.
Cool. I have 1 hour. 15 gig download later for an update. There goes my hour. Generically, give or take, depending on internet speed. You know what I mean. So, yeah, it's just plug and play. Apparently, that box that you have, you've missed, well, the entire point. Because that's not how it works anymore. It's not literally take the disc of, as an example, I'll use this and drop it in to the slot and click play. You'll get your big old 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, some game, 60 gig update instead. Again, I'm starting to wonder if you actually own the Series X or if you just bought the box off eBay for the shits and giggles of saying you had one. Because there's a lot of dumb and factually wrong stuff. You're talking about the current gaming console experience. And I'm talking user experience.
Okay? Jesus Christ. Like I said, I'm not allowed to have an opinion. We're not allowed to have an opinion unless it fits your narrative. Isn't that right? Psycho Steam Deck community. A bunch of fucking psychopaths. Honest to fucking God. So toxic, It's so toxic.
It's not toxic to call out people who are stupid. It's not toxic to call out people who have an uninformed, idiotic opinion. This is no different than calling out other people who are factually wrong about things, etc., etc. I'm not going to get into the statistics and how people can twist that and all the other crap, but are you a flat earther? Are you hollow earth theory? Like, are you in that group? Because something tells me you're susceptible to that, probably, because thin air in between those ears.
I feel like Captain Willard in a boat going down the Cambodian River, in the search for Walter Kurtz. And then I finally find him. Oh my God. And he's got a Steam Deck in his hand.
I swear, it's a living Billy Madison. It's like watching Billy Madison without the funny, because the funny is the stupid and the stupid is sad. So therefore, there's no funny.
So yeah, that's it. My channel is under attack by Steam Deck cultists that can't take criticism and aren't willing to listen to someone else's opinion, and they have to jump in there with their pitchforks and tell little old CG how it is.
You mean like you're telling people how it is with a factually wrong way of viewing how game consoles are, how insert many wrong things that you say. Take your opinion, have it. If you want to own it, cool. But be ready to be called an idiot for it when experienced people who have at least tried it, owned it, etc. Because there are plenty of people who have bought it and returned it. I'm not going to rag on them if the device doesn't meet their standards or their expectations. That's fine. But that's their experience, and they learned. I don't think you have the fucking capacity to fire a neuron in that area where your brain is supposed to be to learn. That is the problem with you. That's why your channel is under attack. So, if you want to view it that way, that's your prerogative, bro. But you know what? Honestly, you brought it kind of to yourself. You're doing YouTube in any way, shape, or form as a potential job, hobby, whatever. And you get mad when people come to your channel, engage in the content, have a discourse, good or bad, have an argument, however you want to view it, of your opinion that is factually, again, we're talking factually, like what's wrong with it. And you completely disengage from it. And everybody who doesn't agree with your opinion, you go and play the victim. You want to talk about generational stuff, bro? The only one that I'm seeing that's a fucking snowflake is you. I know in Canada you get a lot of snow. So I'm going to ask, you're one of those unique snowflakes, aren't you? So, uniquely stupid, uniquely dumb, uniquely the Canadian gamer with a uniquely uninformed opinion. Do I really have to subjugate myself to the levels of dumb for the next 30 seconds or so? I guess.
Fucking cultists. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. You'll probably see a bunch of cult members arrive here shortly, and it'll be a whole song and dance all over again. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.
So, there you go. I'm just going to end on this. Have an opinion, be it through experience or research, informed opinion. Either way, doesn't matter. State that informed opinion. Come to a conclusion whether or not something's for you. Pro, con, indifference, etc. Whatever. Experience, research, and informed, and engage in that discourse, you will find that you can have a different perspective and have people say, oh, okay. All those three things that I just mentioned, you didn't fucking do. So other than that, I still think he's a idiotic chode with a dumb opinion based off strictly that it's a totally uninformed, be it through research or personal experience. Good to know that chodes are really a thing. Other than that, you guys know what to do. Comment, rate, subscribe, and all the other fun jazz down in the comments, and I will catch you on the next reaction.